There is something I have been keeping for this exact moment. Not because I forgot. Not because I was distracted. Not because your words dissolved into the vast atmosphere and vanished without a trace. Every prayer you've said has been heard. There were many tears that fell from your eyes as you cried out to me. Each and every one. Every whisper you said in the wee hours of the morning. I was listening because I thought maybe no one else was. I was right there with you, closer than you thought and paying more attention than you dared to hope. And everything you sent me, every petition, every cry, every desperate question, I have been holding, turning, and handling with the utmost care, getting ready to answer with a precision and love that you can't fully understand right now. It wasn't the right time until now. That's not a firing. That's not a good reason. That's the truth, I can tell you. I can see things that you can't. Everything you don't know is known to everyone else. From my point of view, everything encompasses time while you live in the narrow experience of one moment right after another. This is what I mean when I say the timing was not right. It wouldn't be love to give you something before it can really help you. You would not be helped by putting out an answer before the ground is ready to receive it. It wouldn't be love to push open a door before everything on the other side is set up to help you. My delay has never been careless. My silence has never meant I didn't care. The time you spent waiting was part of my perfect plan for your life every single time. Also, pay close attention to what I say right now. The answer you've been waiting for is now coming out. Not eventually or one day. While you read these words and feel the message in your heart, the answer to your call is already on its way. Soon, it will no longer be time to wait, but time to receive. What I've planned is truly amazing, and you are about to start seeing it come to life in ways you didn't expect. In ways you weren't ready for before, and in ways that will make the waiting completely make sense. Now, wait a minute. Let your heart open. What's coming is worth everything you've been through to get here. Before anything else, I need you to hear this. It doesn't bother me when you pray. There's no point in hearing your voice when there are billions of other voices that are so similar that I can't tell them apart. It doesn't work that way. I hear your prayers when you pray. Only you, the whole you. You have always had my full and undivided attention, and every word you have ever said to me has been understood perfectly. Your prayer has never been too small to be heard. It has never been too late for you to be heard when you asked. No matter when you reached out to me in faith, I was always there for you. I am not a faraway God. I'm not some kind of God who lives in a place that can't be reached and isn't involved in your everyday life. You were made by me. I know every single thing about you. There are times when I can tell when you are scared and times when you are sure of yourself. I know the exact shape of your dreams, the feel of your fears and the weight of the things you have to carry. I know which days you woke up hopeful and which days you were already dreading the day. I recognize the people who have hurt you. I remember the times you chose grace, even when it would have been understandable to be angry. I know all of this about you because I know you. You are not something I keep an eye on from afar. You are someone I love deeply and with a specific love that wants nothing but the best for you. I can always hear your voice. I hear every prayer you say out loud or just feel in the deepest part of your heart. I want you to know what I mean when I say I hear you. It doesn't mean I do nothing but take in the information and file it away. It means I'm moved. It means I care about what you care about. Your pain makes me feel sorry for you. Your hope makes me happy. Your faith, no matter how small, uncertain, or mixed with doubt, makes me react. As a God, I don't read prayers from behind glass and think about them. I am a God who cares about your story greatly, who takes on all of your feelings and is moved by them. When you listen, kid, I know you've been waiting for an answer. I know how hard it has been to wait. There have been better days and worse days. There were times when you kept your faith pretty steady, when you believed in the process, and when you held on to the lie that I had forgotten about you. There have also been times, harder times, when doubt crept in even though you tried your best to keep it out. Times when you lay awake at night and questions came to you. What's taking so long? Can he hear me? Where does this prayer lead? What did I do wrong? What's wrong with me? Because those questions deserve a real answer, not a vague spiritual platitude. Let me answer them straight up. What's taking so long? Because I need to prepare more for the answer I'm working on than you can see from where you are standing. You and the people around you are all part of the bigger picture I'm building for you. Things that need to happen at the right time. People that need to grow as people and the exact conditions that will make everything work best. It's not that I'm slow that you have to wait. You have to wait because I'm thorough. I don't try to do half work. Everything I'm bringing into your life is whole and right. Can you hear me? Yes, without a doubt, without any other conditions. For every single prayer, not just some of them. You have never said a prayer that didn't reach me. The words you use don't go nowhere. They send them straight to me and hit me hard when they land. Where does the prayer lead? Every prayer you've said has caused something to happen. There is real movement, even if it isn't always easy to see or noticeable right away. Prayer moves the things that can't be seen, which makes the things that can be seen happen. Things change that you can't see when you pray. Doors start to open that you haven't seen yet. Some hearts start to soften that you can't see yet. Your circumstances start to line up in a way that you can't quite see. Prayer is always useful. Never, ever. Every prayer you've said has made something happen. What did you do wrong? You might think that the time you are waiting is a punishment or a spiritual break because of the things you have done wrong. That's not true about me. I'm not a God who don't bless people as a way to punish them. As a loving God, I punish people when they need it. Yes, but punishment and not letting them do something are not the same thing. Your life hasn't been held up because you failed a test and have to wait to take it again. They have been because my timing, which takes into account things you can't see, isn't quite finished yet. That is not the same thing. What's wrong with you? You are not good enough. You're not too broken. You're not really bad. You are not too far away for what I am doing to reach you. This is the only version of you that I can work with, bless, restore, and use for something important. It's not you who is wrong. How much you trust me and stay open to what I'm doing is the only thing that stops my blessing from working faster in your life. You can even build trust. You can even get better at being open. I'm in the business of making you better at those things. That's one reason why we've lived in wait. Let me show you something now. I'd like to show you what I've been up to when it seemed like no one was around. When you prayed and nothing obvious seemed to change in your life. When the thing you were praying about stayed the same and the days went by with no change. I did the following. I was working on parts of your situation that you couldn't see. There are layers to every situation. There is the visible layer, which is what you can see and feel with your natural senses. Then there are the deeper layers. The things that are going on below the surface. The forces that are at work in the unseen world. The ways that hearts change, circumstances align, and timing comes together before it ever gets to the surface. Most of my work takes place in those deeper layers. I was working in the layers you couldn't see when it looked like nothing was going on. Do not think that my work is not there just because you can't see it. I was working with people who had something to do with your situation. For some, the answer to your prayer couldn't come through until their hearts were in a certain place. Some people had to let go of something before they could be a part of your prayer taking root. Some people had to grow in a certain way. Some people had to go through their own things before they were ready to play the part one have planned for them in your life. I was taking care of all of these people. I was working in their minds, in their hearts, and in the situations they were in. I am coordinating a whole ecosystem of people and situations that will answer your prayer. I am good at seeing everything that is going on at the same time. I did something in your heart. This is important. There needs to be a difference between the you who prayed for the blessing and the you who will receive it. Not because the first version of you wasn't good enough, but because the blessing needs a version of you with certain skills, depths, and strengths that weren't fully developed yet. You have grown while you have been waiting. The hard times have been shaping you. The times of uncertainty have been building up something inside you, one based on real faith, strong character, and emotional maturity. This will allow the blessing to land, grow, and multiply instead of just getting there and slipping away because the ground wasn't ready for it. Take a moment to remember the path that led you to this point. Not just the hard parts, though I see those, too. Also, the little acts of grace that come up out of nowhere. The times when you got what you needed right when you needed it. What happened when a certain word came to you at just the right time. The times when a door opened that you didn't expect. That time when something that seemed like it was ending started something better. Those times are marked with my fingerprints. I had work to do the whole trip. Not just the parts that look good or are hard, but the whole thing. You got here by taking many steps. I held your hand through every step. It did this even when it didn't feel led. No matter how shaky, uncertain, or lost you felt, I was the ground beneath your feet. Now, I want to talk about what you are carrying right now. What kind of weight you brought to this moment. What was pressing on your heart when you woke up, a worry that runs through your days like a thread. It's clear to me what it is. I haven't forgotten about it. I haven't played it down. I believe in the same things that you do. The things that make you feel heavy. I can feel their weight. It's not like I want you to act like the problem isn't there. It is. And I'm right there with you in the middle of it. The relationship is broken or under a lot of stress. It's what I work on. If it's a relationship that should be in your life, I'm setting the stage for it to get better. I'm working in their heart in ways they might not even be aware of. I'm making it possible for real understanding to come out. On both sides, I am softening what is hard and healing what is hurt. This doesn't mean that every broken relationship will be fixed when and how you want it to be fixed. My idea of fixed relationships isn't always the same as yours. But where my plan calls for restoration, it will happen. What if you can't get back together with someone? I will help you heal from the loss of that relationship and bring you new ones that are better for your goals. The money situation that seems unstable, tight, or just plain too much. I am your provider. I need you to fully understand that. So, let me say it again. I am your provider. It's not the economy or your boss, but I can work with bosses. Not your own creativity, though I can handle that, too. I am finally there where all of your provision comes from. I have resources that aren't limited by the things that make it hard for people to get food. I can arrange things in ways you haven't thought of or could not have planned for. I can turn what seems like nothing into something. I can multiply what doesn't seem to be enough. I'm not standing back and wondering how things are going to turn out for you. I know how things will turn out, and it's good for you because I planned it that way. Start to let go of your stress. Start to believe that my God provides for me and does not let me go without what I need. I am the one who can heal your health problems. Whether they are in your body, at home, or in your mind, you were made by me. When it comes down to it, I know how your body works. I know the pathways in your nervous system, the chemicals in your brain, and the patterns of how you feel. I don't find it hard to understand what is going on in your physical and emotional life. And I can do something about it. I trust medicine and it can help me. Although I believe in therapy and can get better through it. I also work on things that medicine and therapy alone can't fully address. I am healing you. And it's not just going to happen someday. It's already happening right now in this season. Allow yourself to receive it. Stop telling your mind and body that they are permanently defined by what you are going through right now. You are getting better. Hold on to that truth even when it seems the farthest from what you can see. When you wonder what your purpose is and feel like you should be doing something more important, you know that you were made for something that you haven't fully found yet. Those questions aren't made up because you were made with a certain design and a certain calling. They come naturally to you. You weren't just made to live and survive. You were forced to take part. You were created to make a contribution that only you can make with your unique set of skills, experiences, and points of view. I'm working on making that clearer to you right now. Perhaps not through a dramatic revelation, but by a steady buildup of small insights. Pay attention to the times when you feel like something is alive. When you're more interested in something than it makes sense. There are times when you care about something more than what other people expect of you. These are signs. Follow them to what I'm showing you about your goal. Having a sense of being fundamentally unknown, of having a self that no one fully sees or understands, can make you feel lonely. Even when you are surrounded by people and your life seems full on the outside, that empty spot should be filled. You are not flawed because you want to know a lot. It's part of the design. I got to know you in a way that no human relationship can match. Connecting with other people is real and valuable. And I want that for you in your life. But no one else can know you as well as I do. And no one else can love what they know as much as I do. I know everything about you. Every worry, every failed attempt, every hidden hope, every wound you carry, and every beauty you hold. And I choose you completely without any doubts. You're not by yourself. You're not unknown. The God who made you knows you deeply, completely, and lovingly. Come in even more. I want to whisper something really important to you. Things are going to change for you over the next few years. Not everything at once. I'm not trying to overwhelm you. Instead, I want to do things in a way that makes it impossible for you to think that what you are going through is just a coincidence. You will get help from people you wouldn't expect. There will be doors that you thought were always closed that will open. There will be places on your body that hurt for a long time that will heal. Someone will come along who makes you feel like the answer to prayers you prayed years ago. There will be times when you really understand who you are and what you were created to do. These are not just wishful thoughts. These are the things I'm letting into your life. Take advantage of this season. Keep your door open. Keep an open mind. Stay in touch with me. Now I need to talk about the declarations. You don't have to worry about your future because I am making it happen. It's sealed. I'm talking about your life now. Payment. You are no longer feeling the lack that has been holding you down. The stress of money is starting to ease. Moving toward you is abundance, not as a reward for being good enough, but as a sign of my love and my desire for your success. I pray peace over the people you're close to. The stress is ending. More is being understood. Things will get better. I speak clearly about your goal. The fog of not knowing where you're going is starting to lift. The next steps can now be seen. The gifts I gave you are now being used the way they were meant to be used. I pray health over your mind, body, and feelings. Restoration work is currently underway. Strength is coming back. The weight is going away. I speak strength over your heart. You are becoming less afraid, which has kept you from becoming the big person you were meant to be. You are moving into more presence, more meaning, more happiness, and more impact. I wish you luck for the coming season. The doors I've set up for you are now opening. The right people are being put in the right places. The timing is right, as planned. Everything is coming together as it should. These aren't just any spiritual words of encouragement. These are clear statements from someone who knows your name, your situation, your past, and your future. I am your God, and I speak these words over you with the power of someone who keeps their promises. I've never done anything wrong. I've never said anything bad about anyone. I love that I didn't make happen. These words are being said over you. Keep them. Stay inside them. Let them shape what you expect and how you see things. Let them be the answer to every negative thought the enemy tries to plant in your head. This is what I need from you in return. You don't need anything special, perfect, higher forming, or religious on your resume to be able to do what I'm about to do. 3 easy things are all I need. Make sure you keep praying and talking to me first. Not because you have to work hard to get my attention. It's already yours. We learn something new through conversation that we can't learn any other way, though, because the conversation itself is valuable. Your constant efforts to reach out to me strengthen our relationship. You stay focused on me instead of the things that want to take your attention away because you are reaching out. Second, trust me again. Every day is different when it comes to trust. I don't need you to trust me completely. I understand that you have doubts because you are a person. It can be hard to keep bringing your doubts to me. But I want you to keep choosing to trust me instead of letting them build up into a foundation of unbelief. Even on the worst days, keep the trust door open just a crack. For me, a broken door is enough to get through. You don't need to be sure. You need to be willing. You should keep choosing to trust me even when the evidence isn't clear. Third, don't stop. Do the next thing over and over. Stay present in your life, in your duties, and with the people who need you. While you wait for the answer, don't stop living. Enjoy this time of year to the fullest, even if you have to wait. The part of you that is growing through this season is also the part of me that is getting ready to receive what I'm about to give out. Don't stop living. Move around. Always love. Do your best. Keep coming out. I'm with you when you're moving forward in the everyday ordinary way and when you're going through a dramatic obvious miracle. You called my name. I got you. I still hear you. My name is God and I answer. I am the silent God who has been at work because you are mine and I love you. I am the one who makes everything work out for your good. I do not leave what I love. The answer is on its way. The time of year is changing. What you've been hoping for is now more nearby than ever. Your prayers have not been forgotten. Your faith has paid off. You didn't waste time waiting. I'm your God. I'm your dad. I am your provider, your healer, your protector, and your friend. I'm here. I was here all the time. I'll be here forever to answer you. I am giving you everything I have right now. With all the love I've ever had for you because of all the power that has been working for you during the quiet seasons. I've been making plans for you since before you even knew you needed them. You're being heard. You're loved. You are mine. And your big break is on the way. Pay close attention to the life you are living right now. The everyday life. It's just another Tuesday, Wednesday, or whatever day it is right now. Not the big dramatic events or important turning points, but the steady normal flow of your days because that's where most of your life takes place. Not in the unique moments, but in the collection of common moments. I'm a part of all of it. When you first wake up in the morning and think about what the day will bring, I am with you. This presence is with you in the uncertain moments that sometimes happen as soon as you wake up. The weighty feeling that settles in before you can even think of anything. Right now, I'm in that space between being asleep and fully awake. Before you have had a chance to deal with your problems, I'm whispering to the part of you that exists before the day is fully put together. I'm here. I'm with you. We both own this day from the early morning until late at night through the tasks, conversations, decisions, and mood swings. When someone doesn't care about you as much as they should, I pay attention when the work doesn't seem to matter, or when the effort doesn't seem to be worth it. I know what it's like to give something and not get anything in return. You know you've done your best when it's not enough. When you keep yourself together during a tough time at the cost of your inner strength. I can see everything. I'm a part of everything. I respect all of it. Even when no one else is around, I'll still be with you in the evening. When you've finished your tasks and have some time to be still, that's when it's quiet. In that stillness, I'm more open to talking to you. Not because being still makes me more present. Even though I'm here in the noise, too. I'm more present with you when it's quiet. I can be heard better. This makes it easier for you to feel my presence. That's why I want you to seek stillness and silence in your life and fight the urge to be constantly stimulated and distracted. Because you can hear me better there, not because that's the only way to reach me. Each and every day of your life is a day I am with you. Every ordinary day is a day when I'm working for you, directing your steps toward the good things I have planned, using the things you meet and do to shape and position you. There is no waste. Don't waste a day. At times it may seem like nothing happened, but in reality something was being built beneath the surface. I am a part of your relationships. All of them. There are times when things go well and times when things go badly. When you're with people who feed your soul and when they drain it. In the parts of your family that make you happy and the parts that make you sad. I'm a part of everything. Not as a bystander, but as a participant. The people in your life are being changed by me. Changes in dynamics are slowly moving things in the direction of more love and health. Trust me with your love life. Bring them to me. Show me the hard ones and I won't just be complaining. I want you to really help me. Tell me what to do. Tell me what to say. Ask me how to love people who are hard to love and when to stop letting bad people affect your life. I will show you the way. I know everyone in your life and what each relationship needs. I can help you get through it all. I'm here for you in your work. Whatever you do to make a living and help the world, I am there for you whether you love it or just put up with it. Whether it seems important or pointless, whether you are in the right place or still trying to find it, I can give meaning to work that doesn't seem to have any. I can bring grace to places of work that feel oppressive. If you want, I can help you see how what you do fits into a bigger picture. I can also lead you out of what is wrong and into something that is more in line with how I made you when the time is right. I'm interested in what you do for a living. I'm not less present in a secular area. I'm there just as much as I'm with you when you pray. In this season, being clear about how the answer to your calling works is important because I believe that clarity is helpful. It gives you something real to look forward to and receive. Keep an eye out for an unexpected gift. It might come from somewhere you didn't expect. It could turn out to be bigger or smaller than you thought at first. But keep an eye out for provisions that can't be fully explained by natural means. When something good happens in your life that you didn't plan or engineer just shows up, accept it as my gift to you and thank me for it. Not because you feel like you have to, but because you know that I am the source of all good things in your life. Watch out for connections you didn't expect. The people who come into your life now might be the answer to prayers you said months or years ago. Do not downplay the value of making new friends or getting closer with people you already know. I am a relational God and a big part of how I work is through people. Things can change when the right person is there at the right time. Be open to the people I'm putting around you. Watch for clarity you didn't expect. In parts of your life where you haven't been sure what to do or been confused about decisions that you need to make about paths, you should think about the goals you are supposed to reach. Watch for moments of sudden or slow clarity. It's not always a big revelation. Sometimes all it takes is a calm sense that this is the right path, a sense of calm about something that was scary before. I am the one who made that clear. Accept it and act on it with faith. Keep an eye out for healing that comes as a surprise in your mind, body, and emotions. Healing that you didn't plan, an improvement in something that had been getting worse. The lifting of a weight that you were used to. And the ending of pain that you thought would last forever. I can heal you. Being in my presence heals you. And my presence fills your whole life. Watch out for it and for joy that comes out of nowhere. Moments of real unforced happiness that happen even when things are hard. This time is a gift from me. There are little breaks in the clouds to remind you that happiness is something you were born with, not something that only comes around once a year. When happiness comes, take it all in. Just because things aren't perfect doesn't mean you should feel bad about it. Happiness isn't a reward for things going well. Joy comes from living in touch with me. Get it right now. You might need to hear this right now. Something to do with identity, with who you are, not who you've been told you are, not who your failures, and not who your current situation make you seem similar to. You have a relationship with the living God. That needs to hit you hard. So, let me say it again. You have a relationship with the living God. Not as a figure of speech or in a vague spiritual way. You are in fact definitely my child. You were made from my spirit. You are like me in many ways. My hand has marked you. You are part of my family. That's who you are. That is the most basic fact about you. Everything else about you, the decisions you've made, the mistakes you've made, the opinions people have of you, and the ways you have failed to meet your own expectations. This basic truth is not changed by any of it. You are my child and I don't kick my kids out. I don't kick them out when they fail. I don't lower my love for them when they let me down. When they're broken, I bring them closer. I pour grace over the places that need it. Their broken parts are being fixed with patience and strength, and the healthy parts are being strengthened. I am also building the parts that aren't quite what they were meant to be yet. Being who you are is not your worst moment. Your identity isn't the hardest thing for you. What the most critical person in your life says about you is not who you are. What I say about you is who you are. And what I have to say about you is mine, picked, beloved, saved, planned, held, and mine. Walk with that identity on, not because you are all that it means to be fully grown. You are moving toward it. We're all, but because it's true about you right now where you are. I picked you the way you are now. I love you the way you are right now. I'm using you the way you are right now. You don't have to wait until you are more healed, more sure of yourself, or more spiritually grown. I can work with the way you are now. I can work with the person you are now. Let me work with the person you are now. I've heard you pray this prayer a lot of times and I want to really answer it. The prayer that says something like, "Let me be used by you. I want my life to be important. I want to change things." While that prayer isn't simple, it's also not as simple as you might think. My answer is already on its way. You're already making a difference. The things I'm going to do with you are already happening. You know about some of them, but not all of them. You do some of the most important things for my kingdom when you least expect them to be important. A kind act done when you are tired. A willingness to wait when it would have been easier to be impatient. A word of support given to someone who is about to give up. You may never know how much your prayer for someone helped them. Don't forget how important the everyday things in your life are. Don't wait for the big show. You're already on stage. Every time we talk, there's a chance for my love to flow through you to someone else. Every day, your life can help someone get better. I don't need you to have a ministry platform, a big following, a title, or a role that is officially yours. You need to be who you are in your relationship with me so that you can be used when I give them to you. That's the kind of life I want. That is a life that makes a difference. Today, I'd like to talk to you about the next piece in the story. I know you've been interested in it. What will the future be like? What will happen after this season? What is going to happen? Also, my answer is better. Better than what was. Better than what you can picture right now. A little rough. Once these are over, there will be new challenges that are better in general, more in sync, more productive, and more full. The prayers you've been putting forward will be answered in this coming season. Some of the answers will come to you in clear ways, while others will be so subtle that you won't even know they are answers at first, but you will see it when you look back. Everything that has happened will make sense when I tell you what I am going to bring. From the point of view of the ending, the story makes sense. And the ending I'm writing isn't one of defeat or sadness. It is a story of redemption and plenty. It's going to surprise you. I love letting you down. Every time you find something I did that you didn't expect, it makes me happy. Something more than what you asked for. Something that shows how much I can bless you is greater than you can imagine. I've planned some of those times for you. Wait for them. They are worth all the trouble you are going through to get to them. Now I want to talk to you about something you might need to hear right now. A word or two about prayer itself, because I believe you may have some misunderstandings about how it works, and the journey has been harder than it needs to be because of these misunderstandings. A lot of people think of prayer as a deal. They come with a question. They bring it with the right amount of faith, the right words, the right body language, and the right amount of persistence. And they expect the output to be equal to the inputs. And if the result doesn't come in the expected way or at the expected time, they think that something about the information they gave wasn't right. They didn't have enough faith. What they said was wrong. It wasn't clear that they were truly sincere. Their persistence wasn't enough. So, they put in more work. They fast more. They talk in different ways. They keep saying the same thing over and over. After trying that and still not getting the result they want, something inside them starts to break down. I want to take this whole framework apart. Prayer isn't a business deal. Prayer is like a friendship. One of the main goals of prayer is not to set up a way to receive things. The whole point of prayer is to talk to the person in the universe who loves you the most. It's real to receive. I am the God who gives a lot and freely. However, receiving takes place in a relationship, not as the result of a ritual that was done right. In real life, what does this mean? It means that even if you pray and nothing happens right away, the prayer was still useful. You were with me. We were talking to each other. The relationship was going strong. We built something between us that we can't build any other way. And the building has value that has nothing to do with whether or not a specific request was met on a certain date. I'm grateful for every second you've spent with me. Don't just think about the happy and thankful times. Also, think about the desperate, confused, and barely holding on times. I treasure everything about it. It all adds up to something real. People think I have nothing to say because I'm quiet, which is the second misunderstanding I want to clear up. When you pray but don't hear a clear answer. When you're looking for a way to get somewhere and the path doesn't appear right away. When you scream in pain and the comfort doesn't seem to be coming soon enough. It's not that I don't want to engage. I talk all the time. Some of the ways I talk to you are through the people I put in your path and the Bible verses that seem to come to you just when you need them. If you are moving in the right direction, you will feel calm and peaceful in your spirit. As you move away from the unease, I talk all the time. It's a skill to learn how to listen to me in all of my ways, not just the dramatic, obvious ones that are easy to spot. If you feel like I haven't answered, ask yourself if I have been listening in all the ways I talk. Have I been looking for my writing in the small things that happen in my life? Have I thought about the peace or its lack as a way to get around? Have I looked through my Bible to find what I want to say right now? Have I been still long enough to hear the voice? I don't always talk in a flashy way. Sometimes when it's really quiet, I speak in the quietest voice possible. And the question is whether you have learned to be still and sensitive enough to hear it. I'm not expecting you to be great at this. I'm not expecting spiritual growth that takes years to develop to happen all at once. I want you to stay open and keep trying so that you don't think I have pulled away after a time of trouble or silence. I haven't pulled back. I never pull away from you. There may be times when I feel closer than others. In that way, your feelings and the seasons of your inner life are like that. But the fact that I'm with you doesn't change based on how you feel. It doesn't matter what season it is. I'm still there when you can feel me. Now, I'm going to talk about something that not enough people do. The enemy of your soul and what he is trying to do in your life right now. He's not really interested in making you suffer in a dramatic way. That doesn't make sense to him at all. He wants to steal your faith by making you wonder if I hear you, by planning situations and events that could be seen as proof of my absence or lack of interest in you. He does this by telling you when you are feeling down that you are alone, that your prayers aren't working, and that you are silly to keep hoping. His work on your faith is so important to him because it's how you connect with him. Someone who has active faith is connected to me. Also, someone who is close to me can see and touch everything I have and am. When your faith is strong, you are strong. There is a strong force connecting you to everything. Things that try to stop you hit me first, then they get to you. The attacks that are meant to hurt you hit my shield first, then they hit you. This makes it very hard for the enemy to destroy you as long as your faith is strong. He works to take it apart. He works to make the waiting seem pointless. My silence seems permanent and your prayers seem weak and ineffective. I'm telling you what he's doing so you can spot it and fight it. If you think that your prayers aren't working, know that it's a lie and push it away. When you feel like you're the only one going through this, know that it's a lie and push it away. When you start to feel down and think this is taking too long and maybe it's not going to happen after all, see that as the enemy's plan and refuse to go along with it. He doesn't have any right to know your story. He doesn't have control over what will happen to you. He doesn't have the power to change the plans I made for you. He is an opponent who has lost and is making noise. Don't let his noise become the most important thing in your life. My voice should be the loudest in your life. What's going on, your fears, your doubts, or the negative comments from people who don't understand what you're going through cannot stop you. My voice telling you who I am, what I'm doing, and what's going to happen. From there, you should be able to figure out what everything else means. Let my words about your situation be the only ones that matter. Let the things I've promised shape your expectations more than what you can see right now. This is faith. You can choose to believe what I say instead of what you see. This is not pretending that hard things are not hard. This is what I say about you. Your love knows no bounds. You were made for more than what you've been through. Please know that your prayers are being heard and come true. Things are not going badly in your life. It is going in the direction of the goals I set for you before the world was made. The hard times you're going through are not the end of your story. These events are parts of a bigger story that will end with redemption, blessing, and showing my faithfulness through your life. You are the one I chose for that story. I'm writing it. I'm sure I know where it's going. I want to take some time right now to love you without any plans. There is no next point being pushed toward, not building up to a certain conclusion. I'm just here with you and reminding you that this is what I am at the most basic level of your life. Your God loves you, not your God who makes you do things before loving you. Not your God who is keeping an eye on you to see if you do enough to deserve what you want. Your God loved you before you ever said a prayer, before you ever thought about faith or tried to be good. My love for you comes before everything else. It was there before and will be there after. It has nothing to do with what you do right now. You can rest in that love. You don't need to reach it. You don't have to keep it up through religious work. You won't lose it because you failed. You can have it fully, permanently, and unconditionally yours. Whatever worry brought you to this point of listening, know that you are carrying it as someone who is completely loved. That doesn't make the problem go away, though. But it changes how you go through it in every way. As you go through it, you feel like you are being held, seen, and led by a love that never changes. Your tears have been worth it. I was there every time you cried in front of me. Whether it was a prayer or just an honest admission of pain, I saw each tear as something valuable. I've put them together. People have seen your pain. When you were hurt, I never turned away from you like it wasn't important or wasn't messy enough to deal with. I was there for it. I'm still there and I'm working through it, using it, redeeming it. And even the hard seasons are becoming something that will help you thrive in ways you will understand more clearly as time goes on. Please know that every seed you plant in this mission will grow into a torch that shines in someone else's darkness. Giving to this work through the link in the description or the pinned comment, whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our Ko-fi community, does not go to a channel. Your actions are supporting a divine mission to save lost souls. Heaven moves through willing voices, but it grows through hearts that are kind. This is what I say over you now. Each gift you give is like a stream of living water that flows into the life of someone who needs healing. Give and it will be given to you. Is not just a verse for Jesus. It is a living promise that shapes your future. Allow me to invite you now with a simple act of faith. Come into this moment with purpose, with honesty, and with hope. The money you give today is not a donation. The act of spiritual obedience that lets your heavens open is what opens them. Let go of your seed and see what God brings back into your life. And right now at this time of honor, I want you to seal what you have received. Say Amen in the comments below to show that you are letting go of the weight you were never meant to carry and are ready to receive what I have been preparing for you. As you write it, think of it as a holy agreement that the time of waiting is ending and the time of receiving is beginning. You should stay with me because I have more to give you. Today, I want to give you more than just a specific answer to a specific question because of all the things you have been asking me. I will give you those answers at some point, but for now, I want to give you a stronger sense of who I am and what our relationship means. If you have a solid understanding of how much I love you, how faithful I am, and how thorough my plans are for you, then you can receive all other good things from a place of security instead of desperation. When someone in desperation sees a gift, they immediately start to think about when it could be taken away. Safety takes a look at a gift and fully accepts it, thankful and sure that the same God who gave it to them will keep it going. You don't have to be in tears. Your relationship with me is not in danger. You don't have to work hard to keep my love and interest. You don't have to do anything to keep my favor. I own you and you own me. We have made a promise to each other. I promise to be with you. That commitment stays the same. It doesn't take time off. It has nothing to do with how well you pray during a given week. It will last forever. It's locked up. It is the safest thing you have ever done. Take comfort in that. That should be the ground you're on right now. I heard you calling. This is my answer. Not with reservations, not with requirements, and not with a list of requirements. You must first meet. Everything I have is going out to answer because you called, and I answer when you call. This is what I am. This is what I do. This is how we relate to each other. And the relationship is the most beautiful, safe, and life-giving one you will ever know. Now, let me talk about faith in a way that I hope will set you free instead of putting you under stress. Some ideas about faith have been taught in ways that make them hard to handle. The one in which faith is mainly something you have to make me have enough of before I will act. Where if I don't do anything, it stands to reason that you haven't built enough faith. People who follow this version are always struggling, always judging themselves, and always afraid that their faith isn't strong enough. And worry itself hurts the trust and peace that are at the heart of real faith. It turns into a terrible cycle. Allow me to explain what faith is. Trust comes from faith. Simple, honest, not perfect, but trust is growing. It's not a spiritually important thing that you need to make enough of for this performance. You don't need to get it just right. It's a posture for a relationship. It is the choice you make when you don't know what to do or what to see. To lean toward me instead of away from me, to focus on my goodness instead of the signs of trouble. That's faith. And you have the power to have it. It's already something you do. The fact that you're here and listening shows that you're still looking for more. That's faith. No, not perfect faith. Faith that works. Having real faith doesn't mean you never doubt. It means giving me doubt instead of taking it away. Having faith doesn't mean you never get scared. To reach out to me even though you're scared, says it. Having real faith doesn't mean you always know what to do. It means that I choose to keep my promises even when I don't know for sure what to do. Real faith isn't having to struggle. It's the choice to keep moving toward me even when things get hard. In fact, that's what you've been doing. Why do I see that when I look at you? Also, let me tell you what real faith does. Not a life without trouble. Not getting rid of all problems, but living a life where problems are dealt with in a different way. When there is an obstacle and a resource that is bigger than the obstacle, where the storms are real, but the ground is more real. Which grieves loss but doesn't end it. That failure is real, but not defining. And that pain is fully felt but not let have the last word. Even though it doesn't change the facts of your situation, faith alters the way you feel about it. Over time, as faith is used and grown, it starts to change the outside world as well. This happens not through magic or trickery, but because of living a life in line with a God who works for those who trust Him. Trust me more. That's what I want to invite you to this season. Just trust more instead of straining and performing more. Making the choice over and over to use my character as a guide. Letting the facts of my past work speak for itself instead of your fears. Letting what I said I would do shape your expectations more than what you see now. I have never let down someone who trusted me. Not once. Not in all of history. And not in the lives of the people you read about in the Bible whose stories of faith and happiness are written down for this reason. So you would know that the same God who was faithful to them is also present with you and not in the lives of all the other people who have trusted me and found me trustworthy over the years. I'm not the kind of God who has rarely been true to anyone but you. You are not the only one. You are not the only person in history to whom I have stopped being loyal. When I'm waiting for you or when I'm receiving something in the good times or the bad, I will always be completely and utterly loyal to you. I will be there for you as this awakening grows inside you. Know that helping with this mission is not a joke. It is a sign from God. You can support this work through the link in the description or the pinned comment. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our Ko-fi community. By doing so, you become part of Jesus' plan to save souls who are still stuck in fog. Every seed turns into light that fights against darkness. If you water others, you will be watered yourself. Jesus says, this is not history. It is a living promise about your future. Come into this moment with faith and a plan. What God has already planned for your life can be unlocked through your giving. I want you to show your faith because you know you can count on me. Write these words in the comments section below. I trust your timing. Not as in I'm trying to trust. Rather, I hope I can trust. Say that it is true for you. When you write it, you join your voice with mine and tell the fear and doubt that you trust who I am, not what you see. The mood around you changes because of what you said. I know that your life has given you times when that was hard to believe. There have been painful events in your life that your soul has been wrestling with. It's not like I want you to act like those things or the pain were not real. Please look at all of the evidence I've given you. Take a look at all the times something came through just when you needed it. Check out all the safety features you might not have known about. Look at all the times you were sure you wouldn't make it that you did. Think about all the dark places you've been that eventually turned into light. All through your story, I show that I am faithful. Let it talk. Before I end this time with you, I want to talk about what I see when I look at you. I believe that when you look in the mirror, you see one version of yourself. And when you think about your own worth and abilities, you think about another version of yourself. I want to tell you what I see because it's not always the same as what you see. I see someone who has been through a lot, who has fought battles that no one else could see, who has kept something of faith, a willingness to keep trying, or a refusal to give up completely in the face of despair. Somewhere in the middle of things that would have broken someone less strong. It's clear to me that this person loves deeply, not perfectly, but truly. Someone who wants the best for the people in their life. Someone with a heart that wants to do good, even if it's not perfect. I see someone who has gifts that haven't been fully used yet, skills that haven't been fully developed yet, and a future that hasn't been fully seen yet. I see someone whose story is far from over, and who is worth every penny I have put into them. This is what I see in you. Not the version that only sees the flaws and problems. Not the version that is defined by the worst parts. Not the one seen through the eyes of someone who has ever thought less of you or treated you badly. I can see everything. I see what's true. Also, the truth is lovely. You're greater than you think. You're smarter and stronger than you think. You have more on you than you think. And what I'm doing in and through your life isn't over yet. Not even close. Person reading this has a prayer that has been on their heart for a long time. I want to talk to that person. Years, not weeks or months. You've said this prayer so many times that it almost feels like it's become a permanent part of your life. You keep asking me the same question season after season, but I never see the answer. It's almost like you no longer expect it. You're pretty much okay with the thought that maybe that thing isn't going to happen after all. And yet, a small part of you keeps bringing it up, keeps hoping, keeps asking, and keeps believing. Even though there is no evidence, the most valuable thing is that unwavering faith that is almost irrational. I see it and want you to know it. I respect it. It's something I'm talking about right now. The long prayer has not been lost. No one has forgotten about it. It's not something I've chosen to ignore. I've been putting a lot of thought into getting ready for this. There is a size difference between the length of the wait and how small I want it to be. In fact, the longer the preparation, the more complete the answer that is being made. Long waits don't happen because of small prayers. They usually happen after big prayers that need a lot of planning. Do not give up on that hope. It almost feels silly to keep hoping for that one because it's been so long. The one you don't want to talk about because you've been let down before. Hold on to it, but don't hold on out of fear. Instead, hold on in the calm, sure way of someone who knows the person who made the promise. I remember what you asked for. I still think you are good. The answer to that prayer is the one I'm most excited to give you because I know you've been waiting quite a while. Getting it will be a moment that makes the whole wait worth it. It's coming. And to show that you agree with what's going to happen, I want you to ground your hope in a public statement. If you want to say amen in the comments section below, don't do it as a polite ending. Instead, say it like a warrior, yelling that you will stand firm until I keep my promise. You are telling your heart to hold on a little longer when you write it. And you are also telling the enemy that your hope is still alive. Wait a minute. One more thing I want you to know about answered prayer will keep you from misinterpreting it, which could lead you to miss the very thing you have been waiting for. Answered prayer doesn't always look like what you thought it would. When you wrote the prayer, you had a clear picture of what you wanted to happen and how you wanted things to change, which is what you have been waiting for to happen. But sometimes, very often, my answer is not what you were waiting for. My answer is sometimes better than what you asked for because it takes a form that is more in line with your deepest need than the thing you asked for. Sometimes my answer is more general and gets to the heart of the problem instead of just focusing on the symptoms. You might not have thought to look in that direction when I say something. It's not that I'm messy or unpredictable. I'm a God who can see farther than you can. You know what's going on because you're in it. At this point, you can only see a small part of it. I can see it from all sides at the same time. Even the ones that don't exist yet because they'll exist in the future. If my answer is different from what you thought it would be, it's because it's better from my point of view. It's for your highest good, not just what you think you need right now. Trust how I answer, even if it comes as a surprise. And then there's the matter of when. The time my answer comes may not be the time you thought it would come or the time you need it the most. There have been times in your life when you really needed an answer, but it seemed to come too late after the problem had already caused a lot of damage. You wondered why the answer hadn't come sooner. I get that question. I'm not denying it, but I'd like to offer you a different point of view. Every time my timing seemed off, something important had to happen between when you asked and when I answered in order for my answer to land well. Getting ready is happening in you. Preparations are being made. In this case, positioning is taking place in the people involved. My timing doesn't change at random. It is given a lot of thought. It looks at everything I can see, and you can't move forward knowing that I'm working, that my answer is being worked on, that the right time will be right when it comes. Also, you're not just sitting there waiting for nothing. You are living your life in my company, getting better, growing, and becoming the person who will get the answer. Okay, this isn't a waste of time. This time is holy. It's time to get ready, and it matters. Here is a picture of what I see when I look ahead at the road. I can see it well. I came up with it. I paved it with goals that are in line with your deepest desires. I see enough provision for all the needs you will have. I see relationships that will make your life better in ways you've been hoping for. I can see breakthroughs that will feel like the sun rising after the longest night. It's getting clearer in places that have been foggy. There will be changes that will surprise you, like how much stronger you are now, and how much more you can hold, give, and receive than you were at the beginning of this season. I see growth that will surprise you, too. I see what you have been praying for coming true. I see answers that will make you cry with happiness. I see that the story of your life will keep going in ways that honor the faith you have kept and the love you chose and the prayers you kept saying. Even though it would have been easier to give up, this is what I see. You can trust it because I see it. You can keep it because I promised, because I am your God and I never lie or let down the people I love. It feels like this is already there when you stand on it. From my point of view, it is already here. What is settled in my mind always finds its way into your experience without fail. Always, never, ever. I want to let go of something over you right now. I had been holding back on telling you about something until you had heard enough of what I had to say to fully accept it. Peace is coming over you right now. Not the peace of mind that comes from knowing all your problems are solved. The deeper peace. The peace that doesn't depend on what's going on. The peace that Paul said no one could understand because it doesn't make sense in that situation. It's just there, open, available, and real. That peace is coming into your heart right now. This is something you can get right now. Don't push it aside by going back to the list of things that still need to be fixed right away. Just get it first. Take a moment to sit in it. Take a break. I'm giving you this peace right now. At this point in your journey, it doesn't wait for everything to be fixed. It comes to you in the middle. I'm putting my strength on you. Which kind of strength you need to keep going through what you're facing. Not just the grim kind of endurance where you just keep going because you have to, but real spiritual strength. The kind you get from being linked to the source. The kind that grows again. The kind that makes something less tiring feel less so. That makes something that seemed impossible possible. That makes the weight lighter, not because the weight has changed, but because it's stronger now. That strength is available to you. It is being given to you right now as you read these words. Hope is being sent over you. Real hope, not wishful thinking, a positive attitude or optimism that you make up for yourself. One that is based on my character, my promises, and the fact that I have always kept my word to people who trust me. A promise that says, I have seen this God be true. I have had this God come through for me. I have been through times that didn't seem possible. But I always found this God on the other side. So I have a good reason to believe that this God will come through again in this season, this situation, and this life that belongs to Him. Allow this hope to wash over you. Let it hit the ground. Allow it to grow. Let it grow deep enough to stay put even when the wind picks up. Let it be the compass that always points you in the direction of the next good thing that is already on its way. Let's talk one last time about something important in your life right now. These are the people you pray for. The family members, friends, and co-workers that you pray for me. Sometimes with joy and sometimes with deep worry. The ones whose lives have taken turns that worry you. The ones you wish you could help but are having a hard time. The people who are far away from me or who seem to be getting farther away from me and whose space from me hurts you the most. I also hear those prayers. Every name you've given me, every face you've kept up during the quiet times when you prayed. In those prayers, you don't ask for anything in particular. You just pray them out of love. They are some of the most powerful prayers you'll ever say. The intercession of a heart that truly loves is something that moves me in very special ways. I can reach the people you pray for. Their stories aren't over yet. Some of them have come a long way from their own potential, their own health, and from me. That distance can be crossed. Even when they can't see it, I am working in their lives. You pray for them and I work through you. Continue to pray. Please keep their names in your mind and believe for them when they can't believe for themselves. In my kingdom, that is one of the most powerful things you can do and one of the best gifts you can give another person. Know this, God will answer some of your prayers for other people through you. You will be in the right place at the right time to say the right thing to someone who needs it. I'm going to use your story, even the hard parts, to help someone else who is struggling in a way that only your story could. You're not the only one who has been through what you have. They are part of a bigger story of grace that will affect more people than you know. Your life is a part of how I answer someone else's prayer. Their life is part of my answer to yours. In this, we are all linked. The love that holds us all is the same. This truth needs to be said again in the simplest, most direct way possible without any theological background or extra information. Just the honest truth that love gets to you, your unique history, your prayers, your hopes, and your fears. That love is what you stand on. My love for you is like the air you breathe. That love is what keeps you going, what holds you, and what your future is based on. Your calling is what my love for you is. Now, as you finish listening and go about your day, know that the love that knows your name is working for you right now. Watch for it. Take it. It should be enough. Feel something settle in your chest as you move forward from here. A calm that says, I've been heard. People know me. I'm loved. This is my answer. The hands that have held me so far will hold me on the road ahead. Those hands look good. They've never failed. They're not going to fail now. They will never fail. Before I end, I want to say one more thing about the exact moment you are in now. Not the overall time in your life, but right now. The exact day that you are hearing these words. Today is not a coincidence. This day is not a fluke. This message wasn't found by accident. I told you to come here. I wanted you to hear these words today because there was something about today that needed this kind of support. You might have been about to give up on something. It's possible that a certain kind of discouragement had taken a stronger hold than usual. You might have been at a point where your doubt was about to turn into a choice. The choice to stop hoping, expecting, and waiting. That was cut off by me. I brought you here. I'm talking about that exact point where you almost gave up. And I say, not yet. Not now. Please wait a little longer. What you are about to see will make it all worth it to hold on. The you who looked back on this season after it was over. The person who has seen what I was planning, heard what I was building up to, and lived through the story I've been writing. You'll be glad you held on to that part of yourself, that you chose to trust instead of giving up. That you prayed even when it seemed like it was going nowhere because it was going exactly where it needed to go. You are about to enter your divine future. Remember that this message does not end with you. People can use your breakthrough to get where they need to go. Through the link in the description or the pinned comment, whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our Ko-fi community, you can help this mission. By doing so, you are sowing into the awakening, deliverance, and restoration of souls who are still trapped in darkness. This is not poetry. When Jesus says, "Give and heaven will open over you," every seed you plant turns into oil for your destiny, fire for your calling, and safety for your family. Now is your time, my child. Have faith. And as you do, watch God multiply what you let go of. Now, I want you to seal this moment with your voice. Place these words in the comments. I will not give up. Write it down as your agreement with what I told you. Draw a line in the sand for it. When you type those words, you pick faith over fear, trust over despair, and hope over giving up. In the spiritual world, what you say matters. Something changes. Wait a minute. I'm with you. I stand with you. Working hard for you is what I'm doing. The answer is on the way. The time of year is changing. Your calling has been heard. And my answer is more kind, beautiful, and complete than what you have now. Be able to picture things. Let me tell you that I hear you, love you, and will help you make progress soon. Amen. This message is for anyone who is having trouble believing that God hears their prayers. If these words helped you while you were waiting, please share them with someone else. For some people, just letting them know that we remember them can make all the difference in the world. And while you're thinking about whether to join this group, keep in mind that subscribing isn't just for getting notifications, it is a sign from the prophets. And when you subscribe, you put yourself in line with the words God sends through this channel. That is, you are saying, I want to be where heaven talks. I want all the prophetic promises that were meant for me to come true. Every subscription is a spiritual place to be. Putting this on your forehead means you are ready for everything God has planned for you right now. Do not be careless with this step. Your subscription makes a way for heaven to honor you. If you follow this channel and turn on notifications, you'll never miss a message. Now, I'm going to talk to you about sharing. You're not just sending a video when you share this message with someone. The anointing that came with this word is being set off by you. Sharing makes you spiritually stronger. When you tell someone else about the breakthrough God is giving you, that breakthrough doesn't go away. This grows. It goes over more ground. It has a bigger effect. When you bless others, the blessing comes back to you pressed down, shaken together, and running over. This is how heaven works. Know this. When you share this prophetic word with a friend, family member, or other person you know who needs to know that God hears them, you are not only helping that person, you are opening up a bigger part of your breakthrough. Your share starts the flow. Every day we give these devotionals to people who need to know that God sees them, hears them, and is working for them. Tell us what you need prayer for in the comments below. Every request is taken seriously, and this group of Christians will be there for you. You're not the only one who feels this way. You are being heard by the God who made you, and your prayer and faith are important. One last invitation. If this message made you feel something, please share what God said to you today if it made a difference to you. Don't keep this to yourself. There is someone in your network, among your contacts or on social media, who needs to hear what you just heard. Someone who was going to give up. Someone who believed that God had forgotten about them. Someone who wanted to be able to hope again. You become a way for them to make progress. When you share this prophetic word, and God in heaven knows that when you give something that was given to you to someone else, what God has in your life makes it bigger. It takes more than a click to share. It's something a priest would do. Someone else needs someone to stand in the gap for them. Take a moment before you end this video. Share it. Let the blessing that was on you today go to someone who needs it through your hands. Watch what God does in your life as you let His grace flow through you. One last thing before you leave. If you haven't already, I want you to take a moment to think about what it will mean for your spiritual journey to subscribe. There's more to this channel than just videos. It's a well of profits. You are not just following a channel when you subscribe. You are getting ready for the flow of divine revelation that God is letting out at this time. Your subscription holds you down spiritually. You are telling heaven that you are determined to stay where the Lord's word is being spoken. Declare with me either silently or aloud as you press the subscribe button. I am aligning myself with what the prophet said would happen in my life. I'm setting myself up to receive everything He has planned for me. When you sign up, you promise that you will not miss what God is saying at this time. Before we get to the end of this powerful story, let's take a moment to reflect on this deep truth. You did not find this message by accident. This is not a stroke of luck. It is a direct message from Archangel Michael to you. He's extending his hand and inviting you into a protected high vibrational community where divine abundance is not just a hope but a promise. This sacred principle is very simple, but it can change your whole life. If you follow it, you won't just receive blessings, they will be multiplied and flow into every part of your life. By accepting this invitation right now, you are unlocking immediate early access to powerful content and divine insights that are hidden from the general world. Now is your chance to enter a sacred space where you will receive spiritual guidance, unwavering support, and speedy progress toward your destiny. Do not let this sacred moment of destiny pass you by. Your breakthrough is waiting. Join Archangel Michael's inner circle immediately through the exclusive link in the description. This is how you guarantee you never miss the direct personalized messages that are specifically meant to elevate and empower your life. If you desire to deepen your connection, the link is waiting for you in both the pinned comment and the description. And for those who feel called to amplify this work, a link to purchase the guided ebook is available, which is completely optional. But your presence, attention, and energy already mean the world. Take the step. Your abundance awaits.